Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
They'll try it now with Swift. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From midfield, here's Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Tua, and going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out now come the Lions. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think if they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again, in fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. After that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's Hill on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Goff on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, Goff. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I love the more seen from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To the air again. Goff. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Down to it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Mostert is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now.
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. He was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Goff throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Goff connects with St. Brown. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Williams will try again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. The eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They have the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Miami. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he goes down at the 26. Pick up a 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And they're going to speed things up here. From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Here's Mostert. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Again, it's Mostert. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tua Tagovailoa with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 21-10. A minute 56 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st down, it's gone. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. From the 50, it's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a great play. But he cannot pull it in. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here come the Lions now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Able to connect with Chark. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. The open man is Chark. It's complete. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from